You ever walk away from a conversation and think, something's off, but I can't explain why? Their words made sense, but your gut whispered, they're lying, and you ignored it. Here's the brutal truth. You've been lied to more times than you'll ever know. It's not the lies you catch that hurt you, it's the ones you don't. But after this video, you'll spot a liar in seconds, using 9 easy-to-pick clues backed by raw human behavior. And this isn't just for cops and interrogators, it's for everyday moments. The ones that mess with your head, like when a friend swears they never said that, or a coworker keeps accidentally leaving you out for every gathering, or a partner insists nothing's going on. Yeah, those. If that hit a nerve, you're exactly who this video is for. Let me show you what detecting a lie looks like in real life. And tell me if you can relate with this. There's this guy. Let's call him Jay. Smart guy. Chill, but way too trusting. Jay had a roommate, Marcus. Funny, charismatic. Always seemed honest. But then money started disappearing. First, it was just a few dollars here and there. Marcus swore up and down. Bro, I'd never touch your stuff. Said it so confidently, Jay felt guilty for even asking. But it happened again and again. Every time Jay asked, Marcus had answers. Too many answers. Until one night, Jay walked in early and caught Marcus with his hand in the drawer. No panic. No guilt. Marcus just looked up with a straight face and said, I was looking for some batteries. And right then, Jay realized something sickening. Marcus had never looked guilty, ever. That was the trick. Clue 1. The calm is too controlled. Real people under pressure stumble. Liars, they rehearse. They have already played the situation in their head. Their calm isn't confidence, it's performance. If someone sounds too perfect, too steady, too polished, they're not being honest. They're acting. Clue 2. Emotions don't match the words. They say, I'd never do that. But their face is blank. They say, of course I love you, but their voice has no warmth. It's like a movie with bad dubbing. What you hear and what you see just doesn't sync, and your brain feels it before it understands it. Clue 3. They talk too much too fast. Jay remembered something else. Whenever he asked Marcus about the missing money, Marcus would overload him with details. He always had a detailed alibi for everything. Where he was, who he was with, what time he left, exact times. All perfectly lined up. Almost too perfectly. That's the third dead giveaway. Liars rush to fill silence. They hate silence. So they bury you in noise. Not to share the truth, but to bury it. Clue 4. They watch your reaction. But the most chilling clue, it's not what they say. It's what they do after they say it. See, when honest people deny something, they're done. They move on. Why defend something you didn't do? A liar, they pause. They watch your face. They wait for your reaction, like actors waiting for applause. Because their lie isn't real until you believe it. Clue 5. Sudden subject switch. Liars casually change the subject. Once they think the lie has landed, they pivot fast. Suddenly they're asking you about dinner plans, or how your day went. Anything to steer the ship away from the iceberg they just created. And because it feels smooth, you let them. You move on, thinking maybe you were just overthinking. But that sudden subject switch, that's not casual. That's tactical. Liars pivot fast because distraction is defense. If it feels abrupt or off, don't let it slide. It's a red flag waving like crazy. Clue 6. Micro-defensiveness. Before you even accuse them, they get defensive. They will be quick to use the victim card. You just ask a neutral question like, hey, did you happen to see my wallet? And boom, they flare up. Suddenly you're the bad guy for even asking. Lines like, how could you even think that about me? I thought you trusted me. That's not someone who's innocent. That's someone who's trying to flip the script. Because when people panic, they reach for control. And nothing screams control like playing the victim. Here's your rule of thumb. Innocent people get confused. Guilty ones get offended. Guilt gets loud. Truth stays calm. Clue 7. They repeat your question. The echo trick. This one's subtle, but once you see it, you'll spot it everywhere. You ask, did you take it? They reply, did I take it? Sounds harmless, right? That's a stalling act. Their brain's buffering. They're buying time, not to recall the truth, but to build the lie. Think of it like a spinning wheel on a bad Wi-Fi signal. Honest people don't need to process the truth. They just know it, especially if it happened recently. Liars, they're coding the response in real time. So next time someone repeats your question before answering, don't ignore it. That hesitation is louder than a confession. Truth is instant. Lies need a loading screen. Clue 8, overcompensating with morality. Liars love to flex their good person badge. Right when you start getting suspicious. Instead of answering your question, they pivot to character defense. I would never do that. I'm not that kind of person. Or worse, I've always been honest with you. Always. Sounds noble, right? But it's not the truth. It's image management. They're not defending what happened. They're defending who they want you to believe they are. Remember, when someone's innocent, they defend facts. When they're guilty, they defend themselves. Clue 9. They can't backtrack the story. Here's where most liars slip. They can't rewind. Why? Because lies are built forward, not backward. So if you go back and ask for a small wrong detail on purpose, they'll go along with it. Why? Because they don't remember the fake detail of the fake story they told. Example, you say, so you said you left at 9:30, right? Even if they originally said 10 o'clock. They'll nod and say, yeah, around 9:30. That's your cue. A truthful person would correct you. A liar just wants the story to survive, even if the details don't. Their memory is not broken. The lie is. So to do a quick summary, how do you spot a liar in 5 seconds? Easy. Watch for 1. Over-controlled calmness. 2. How their emotions and words don't match. 3. Too much talking. 4. Observing you for reactions after denial. 5. A sudden subject pivot. 6. Over-defensiveness. 7. The weird echo move of repeating what you said. 8. Moral high ground flex. 9. And can't rewind their own story. They won't show all, but even 2 or 3 should raise your inner alarm bells. This isn't about paranoia. It's about being aware and having your eyes wide open. Even spotting a few of these clues can save you from the wrong people, because the worst lies aren't outrageous. They're the subtle, casual ones that make you doubt your mind. Jay learned that the hard way, but you won't be guessing anymore. You can read between the lies now. Most people stay blind to this stuff. They get played and never know it. But now you're one of the few who sees behind the mask. That happened because you watched this video and paid attention. So hit the like option if it opened your eyes. And please subscribe, because I've got more videos coming that'll level up your awareness and make you sharper than 99% of people around you. So next time someone swears they're telling the truth, don't just listen. Watch. Because the truth doesn't hide, but liars do. And now you can see them.